What up, my freaks? RuinousInsight here with part, I want to say, 24 of my Total Warhammer II modded Count Noctilus campaign. Ooh, we have a lot of infamy now, don't we? Once again, trying to focus on those victory objectives now, going for the quests, going for whatever we can to achieve whatever we need. Noctilus is heading to Sartosa, and meanwhile, Silostra's still in a very busy part of the map. Lots of enemy armies surrounding her, but honestly, she doesn't really care. They can do what they do, and honestly, at this point, I'm just gonna let them attack us if they want, and otherwise, if they're not, we're just gonna go sail and gonna keep grabbing those pirate coves, because oh, okay, these guys are probably gonna attack us. Alberic has the benefits of fighting at sea. Then we have the fan chat. Oh yeah, now this. I feel like I keep saying this every single episode. That now we're gonna get a nice cinematic battle, and hopefully these guys at least present a challenge for Silostra here. Hopefully they don't grab our Skull Island, but I guess we'll see. Anyway, let's level up just in case, because we are gonna be fighting this. Ooh, leadership plus 10 when fighting at sea for Lord's Army. That does sound swell, but. Ooh, post-battle chance of stealing a magic item. Ooh, casualty replenishment rate. And ooh, movement range. Yeah, the blue line is actually quite good. We unfortunately won't be able to go for more than one set of things in here for each, so it'll be 4 points and 4 points, but still, at least that's something. Anyway, let's get Arcane Convent, then we'll see about the rest later. You guys, you're level 28, not quite where you need to be, but you got Headhunter, which will help kill enemy lords. Lovely. Next. I am now drawing a blank as to what I was going to do with you next. Oh, Overhaul, let's max that out and then get Master Strike as well as possibly Ravenous Attack. Yeah, we'll be able to get yeah, that's fine. Then you are also going to get Overhaul, I believe. Yeah, we should probably start moving through these because we got minus 15 armor to enemy characters, which is not too bad. I don't think I care enough about the enemy leadership aura and stuff reduction because honestly, at the current difficulty, the enemy already gets significant buffs to leadership and all that stuff, and this isn't really going to change that enough to make it worthwhile. Anyway, you need more melee defense, which is shocking considering once again that you're on a Rotting Promethean. I do expect those generally to be pretty much on the defensive side of things, but hey, whatever. Now, Count Noctilus, you have places to be, and Sam Nut has a level to get. Not in lab, though. Let's get that black powder up and running. There we go. You cannot move this turn. You're gonna go for that Skull Island before sailing now to Sartosa Town. Ooh, also, treasure maps. We got lots of treasure maps this episode. I'm trying to go through stuff fast here, because I want to get to that battle. Alright, get rid of that, because we'll never get to... Oh, really? We had another one come up to where we just were? Gotta be kidding me. The Dragon Stirs. That was... Huh, is that I think it's a different volcano. I think now it's this one instead of this one. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Now, the question is, are you... Nah, we still gotta go here. I want to see... You know what, we might as well make the pirate kill with Marineburg regardless of how much money it's generating. Also, do we build the Picaroon's hideout here? Yes, indeed, we did. Alrighty. Luther Harkin up next. I probably could have done this between the episodes now that I think about it, but unfortunately, I forgot, so that's another reason to go through all the early stuff fast. You have Razor Cutlass. We will get Rotting Prometheans, although once again I'm not sure that benefits Rotting Promethean gunnery mobs, but we'll probably get it anyway just because we can. Replenish troops rate is increased by an additional 5%, well, these things don't stack, so I guess one of you can get this and then the other one should not. Now here's the question. You have does either one of you have this yet? No, neither one of you has this yet. So I mean, technically they are replenishing already. And we also do have rather limited points here. You know what? For now, let's just make you hard to hit. It's not like Luther Harkin generally heals up units too much. Man, his army is really cheap. For now, anyway. Alrighty, Wendy and Margaret, we could level you up, but I'm gonna just hold off on that and do that next time you actually are somewhere. This makes me curious. Damn you, lizards. We were so close there, too, for a few seconds. Alrighty, and I just want to double check. I did say I wanted to complete the Captain Roth's Moondale quest. We're still waiting on level ups for Noctilus, as he does need to get his final building in his fleet. Silostra will do this as soon as you're relatively safe, because we don't know how much damage we're going to take from this, and it'll probably be at least some, because they do have, I mean, they have Sisters of Avalorn, which are very dangerous to Sirens, although probably going to be difficult for them, Sisters of Avalorn, to actually attack us here, but nonetheless, yeah. I'm wary of doing this army right here before we fight these armies. Yeah, alright. Anyway, with that, I believe we can just end the turn. Probably... Wait, Black Market, I just want to see something here. If we want to sell infamy... What can we get here? It's been a while since we've done this. We can get Hungover Crew upkeep for 10 all units. It's pretty decent, but it's only 10 turns. Physical resistance for all melee infantry, and income from sacking and looting, income from post-battle loot. Honestly, I mean, it's fine, but for 5,000 out of our current 17,000, probably not worth it at the current time. I'd rather activate Baron von Heasty first, and then we'll deal with that as we go afterwards. Alrighty, well, that's that. Let's end the turn. Let's see who attacks us. Where do we want to put our camera for this? I guess we're going to put our camera up here to Silostra, as I do expect the Bretonnians to attack us here. Let's go. Will you do it? We're also in flagship expansion. Too bad that, unlike in camp, it doesn't give us any buffs to our fleet when we're in flagship expansion. Although, to be fair, you would think that moving is probably the more effective stance for a fleet anyway. So, kind of does make sense. A fleet that's standing still can get attacked by an enemy fleet, and you would think the enemy fleet would thus have the advantage. Ooh, hello. Raiding at the Wellsprings of Eternity. Sounds like the Reichsmarshal's planning to attack us. Wow, you cowards. You Bretonnian cowards. They took our Skull Island, and they... Oh, you're all dead now. They took our Skull Island, and they didn't fight us. And it sounded like we could have reached that Skull Island. Oh, that's irritating. I'm irritated now. Alrighty, are you guys hurt from that? Yes, you're not.
You take me for a child?
Honestly, this army is made up of complete trash and wouldn't do too much. I'm honestly thinking that this battle is also going to be fairly easy, although they do have a decent amount of heroes. I guess we need to split up our own heroes to do this. Alrighty, well, some things that we want to do here. First of all, Luther Harkin. Wait, actually, you need how much? 13, unless I'm mistaken? I'll check this in a second. Aha. You may or may not be dead. Kind of hard to tell. We'll see in a second.
The Empire.
And I'm still not sure what you are doing. So what I wanted to check with Luther Harkin is that he needs 5 plus 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. He's currently at 8, whereas Noctilus needs, he's at 16, he needs 22. Okay. So, Luther Harkin needs 5, and you need 6 to get the Sylvanian battlements going. Alright. Alright, but your growth is at 29, and Luther Harkin's growth is... I'm trying to reduce the cost of our upgrades here, and your cost, and your growth is at 20. Oh, so you're gonna be about the same. In fact, I feel like Noctis is gonna reach his thing sooner, so in that light... we will give Noctilus the thing first. Noctilus, you can take... What do you want to remove here? I guess remove one of the whole banners of Militia for now. Keep the 2 Gonful on the green hands. Alright. Let's give you... Where is Silostra? Silostra, you are holding on not to the first mate, but to the ship's carpenter. That's what I want right now. There you go. And now here's the question. Did that banner switch or no? Yes, it did. Don't use this for now. We'll give that to somebody else. And we'll fight that in a second. Alright, Noctilus, time to auto-resolve this real quick and then get back to, you know, your trip to Sartosa. It's taken a while, I will admit. Alright, there we go. Quickly auto-resolve this. Never really have too much trouble with these. And then just heal back up. I mean, 20k is nice, but it's not a huge deal. Hey, and we got another Riddle of Ranald. We got a Scroll of Leeching, which, frankly, is kind of meh. Alrighty, then. Where's the next piece of aid? How many pieces of aid do we have, even? You're right here. Probably not close enough for us to reach. And, ooh. We're actually up here, but not for Noctilus. So we'll have somebody else do this. Huh, we're also 5 and then only 7 on the field, which means 1 is still dead. You, Noctilus, oh, I was about to say put you into March stance, but we don't even need to. Just go. And just go. Your March stance is about the same as your non-March stance. And yeah, we're probably going to have to delete one of these zombie-powered gunnery mobs to get the Bloody Reaver Depth Guard in here. Ooh, and then the Shade... Oh, right, the Shade Wraith Gunners are ethereal. Huh. Do we give Silostra a single range unit? The only problem that I see with this is then that we have to protect the unit, which is kind of irritating. And on top of that, she will never buff deck gunners. I mean, it's cool for the army theme, but considering the fact that, where is this? Reanimated marksman? Yeah, they'd be considerably weaker. Nah, we're gonna put that in our gunnery army, regardless. Alrighty, so that's you. Luther Harkin, let's move you next. I'm going for Silostra last. You're gonna attack this thing, please. Tuatara. You're back, I see. Let's make sure that you stay gone. You're gonna move away. And hopefully not so close to the Pillars of the Unseen Constellation that we can't get to it ourselves. Okay, and now we can. And you're gonna suicide and kill it, aren't you? I wish we could ambush here. Oh well. Pillars of Unseen Constellation, you're gonna die, and then we will probably sack it and then move away somewhere, but then you're gonna die. I really hate how the AI behaves suicidally. Alrighty, so we'll do that. Luther Harkin, you're standing still. Let's get any upgrades that we need to get. Taxes Province, nope, still not Taxa Province. It's not like we don't have the cash. Meat Market, Pirate Gallows, just for the growth. And then here, another meat... Wait, we're already building the meat market? Don't listen to me, I'm crazy. Get you your hidden fences of all adjacent regions. Really need that public order, but we'll get it eventually, I'm sure. Our growth is pretty great here, so it's not like that's the issue. Headhunter's Jungle, max that out, please. How's the growth here? Also, still pretty damn good. Also, wait, speaking of growth... You. Not quite. What about you? Also not quite. Never mind. Ignore me. What about you? Getting there. Certainly getting there. Just looking for stuff to spend on. And you know what? Speaking of stuff to spend on, I think it's time. We get the pirate code next, and then we get an infamous admiral. I have not decided which one at this... or had not. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to build a Dread Admiral. The extra range for the units, we're going to make him our Fleet Gunnery Master Officer, and we're going to transfer a lot of Noctilus's units to him, and then we're going to refit Noctilus's army. He's had this army for the entire game. Let's give it to somebody else. Let's start getting artillery, or Necrofex Colossi in here. Ooh, we do need to increase their capacity. What's the capacity that we have for that? Oh, we don't even have the buildings to increase their capacity, do we? I'm just curious, does this increase their capacity? Yeah, just by 2. Alright, well, we'll probably have to get there. Yeah, but you know what? We can start building up the... Honestly, that's going to probably take so many turns that we could probably build 2 armies. You know what? Then maybe we start with another army first. Who could be a flying army? Leadership when laying siege, access to shipbuilding, recruitment cost, leadership war when defending. Yeah, you're just going to be a defensive army, aren't you? Recruitment cost minus 25 for all units, eh? You, however, disreputable admiral, would be a good sort of builder lord to... That's certainly an interesting idea. Use them to recruit units cheaper. You are... maybe deck droppers for you. I still haven't decided. You're a ranged army. If we make you the aerial army, although an aerial army would also be really good on the defense. Like if we get the disreputable admiral and have him defend the Galleon's Graveyard against the 3rd level of Sea Shanty, and then sail out afterwards, and then, you know, hold stuff. We also do have to remember that we're going to get to Aranessa, and this is going to get reduced significantly. Anyway, let's just double check if there's anybody else that needs to do anything. Okay, you guys need to move. I'm not going to bother with your levels. You, land in Marienburg if you can. How much money is it making? Barely any money, but we're still going to go for the Pirate Cup. 4K? Really? Okay, fine. All we got. It's not like we have any other options here. No. Go for Marienburg. Oh, we can't reach it this turn. Alright, fine. And then we will move Margaret as well. Margaret, you are going for the dinos, which you are currently at. Dig, please. Oh, wait, I already did this last time, didn't I? Okay, the digging didn't matter. It didn't cost you anything. You are then going to go to the next piece of 8, which is out here, unless there's a closer one now. Oh, there's one back in the desert. Alright, you'll move back into the desert afterwards. Alright, wait. I lost it already. It's the first one. It's been around the longest. Alrighty, so it looks like it's at the edge of the coast here. It is not X that marks the spot, but the scrawls etched by ancients, a long thought lost. Scrawls by ancients, long thought lost? I wonder what that means. Scrawls by ancients. Is there some kind of rune thing on the ground? It's probably not literal. Probably something topographical. I don't know. We'll see. Alrighty. Well, with that, let us fight. I guess. Unless the enemy runs. I hope they don't run. Don't you run, you cowards. Now, the question is, which army do we attack?
I am a lord of Bretonnia.
I
Never.
feel like, we're probably, you know what, the Fey Enchantress scares me. We're gonna attack the Fey Enchantress first and let this army come in as a reinforcement. That way we can kill the Knights, but more importantly, kill the Fey Enchantress before she can do anything crazy with her magics. Filthy, filthy magics. Alright, let's go. Obviously, we're going to make this a cinematic battle. Ooh, Pyrrhic victory, finally. Maybe a worthy fight of for Silostra. Let's see if that's actually going to be the case. Go. Alrighty, here we go. Now, this battle should definitely make for a much more interesting one than the one Silostra has had very recently. We are also splitting our army, so this is going to make some changes. The enemy also has quite a bit of access to magic between a Damsel of the Heavens, the Fey Enchantress herself, as well as, I believe, a Damsel of the Beasts here. Yeah, lots of magical damage available, plus they do have Alberic, who is also magical damage himself and does hit pretty hard, and I don't know whether the Paladins have, yeah, they also have magical damage. Alrighty. Certainly something to consider, plus a decent amount of Knights Errant and other elite troops. Now, the way that we've split our army here, we just have 5 units of Sirens to block the main portion of the enemy army, and this is the larger force of the enemy, plus our heroes here, mostly because since they can't Vanguard deploy, they can't start on this side of the map, whereas here, we have the vast majority of our army, and I don't remember, 5 units or 6 units of Sirens, and then all 4 of our units of Mourngulls, plus all 3 of our units of Mourngull Haunters. The goal here is going to be to have the Mourngulls try to kill the Fey Enchantress before she's able to dish out too much magical damage and cripple our army, as she is a fairly scary lord and does have access to some good stuff. Lots of lightning spells, I believe. Let's see what we got here. Kinda making it difficult to select. She's already casting something. Let's see, we got Ernon's Thunderbolt. We have, okay, well, she has Wind Blast as well. Hand Awakening of the Wood, so 3 damaging spells immediately. Looks like she doesn't have... Okay, she doesn't have any of the crazier spells, so no vortexes or anything like that. Plus, we got the Mist of the Lady as well. So yeah, definitely something to watch out for. And what do you have? Not Fey Enchantress. Oh wait, was I just checking the Damsel of the Heavens? No, I wasn't. You also, oh, you have a Comet of Cassandora in addition to her Anon's Thunderbolt and Wind Blast. So yeah, definitely something dangerous here. Immediately our army is going to start moving, and I believe immediately they're going to get hit with a Wind Blast. Fortunately, it shouldn't be hitting too many of us at the same time. That looks very similar to Tide Call, I gotta admit. I mean, they are both breath uses, but yeah, they look very similar. Oh, and a few hits from that range attack from all of those mounted UMN archers do actually do quite a bit of damage to the Mourngull Haunter right away. But anyway, see the Mourngull Haunters charging that Fey Enchantress, so this army gets engaged immediately, and so does the other one, fortunately, since the enemy appeared, and there's even a pseudo-wall here with this ludicrously giant ship. I mean, how big is this frickin' ship? Our entire army could very easily fit upon this, and does it only have 1 mast? I feel like that should have a lot more sails and whatnot, but yeah, damn. Is this supposed to be like an arc of some sort? I don't mean a black arc, I just mean an arc. But anyway, so it looks like Alberic's gonna drop down and try to fight Silostra together with our Vampire Fleet Captain and Robert Bartholomew. Probably a pretty good thing for us. He can dish out a crazy amount of damage, already 925 weapon strength, so every hit is going to be very dangerous. Silostra appears to have taken 1 or 2 already, so gotta be careful. She does have 180 armor, luckily, but still, damn. Immediately gonna summon those knights, of course, because we do have to move to the side here, and plenty more units are coming in. We just basically have to wait. Just have our Sirens block them for long enough for the enemy army to fully be on the field, and as soon as they are, we can use our various magics, like Vangeist's Revenge, as well as Wind of Death here, or at least that's the ideal plan. Otherwise, the army that's over on this side is doing doing fairly decently. Some of the enemies are already trying to run away, but we have also started to take some damage. One of the Mongol Haunters being kind of wrecked by the Paladin and the Damsel. I guess too much magical damage going in at the same time, and really not too much to show for it. This Paladin's perfectly fine. The other two Mongols are trying to catch the Enchantress and her Unicorn, but unfortunately she is just blocked by the enemy Knights Errant, so it's difficult for our Mongols to get to her, which is obviously going to be a major issue. And I don't want to spend too much time looking at that army because there's going to be some casting here, and I would like to see it. It's just that I don't know when exactly it's going to happen, and I really don't want to be missing it. That's a pretty big stack of enemies right here, though. Also, how's Alberic doing? Okay, he's about half HP, and Silostra's lost about 33% of her own. Definitely have to be careful there. Knights are also moving around, getting ready to attack this, but also we do have to be careful because... Oh, and here it comes, finally. The Van Geist's Revenge. There we are, moving out of the... well, out of that puddle, I guess, and... time to get a nice blast of those cannons, plus that Wind of Death. Look at that, how many of those units are trapped here in a single stack. I don't think this is a full stack, but it's close to it. Maybe it is a full stack, I don't remember. And here we go. We haven't gotten too many good uses out of Van Geist's Revenge thus far, but this time, I think, oh yeah, look at that. It's actually going to probably very slightly clip some of our Sirens, but... look how far that goes. Probably just as far as the Wind of Death as well, which is going in at the same time, and yeah. And yeah, wow, the Van Geist's Revenge goes really, really far, too. Damn. Check that out. Look at the damage there, the balance of power shifts, and these guys were all basically at full HP. The Sirens had not really done any damage to them thus far. 2 uses of spells, and basically the entire army is dead. Damn, how many kills did Silostra get out of that? She got 1,000 kills out of 1 spell, and some of those were fairly okay troops. I mean, granted, most of them were still peasants, but hey, we even killed some Knights Errant instantly, a bunch of men-at-arms, and questing Knights badly damaged, Knights of the Realms badly damaged, another unit of Knights of the Realm badly damaged, and I think there should be at least 1 unit of Battle Pilgrims in there that's also badly beat up. Yikes. Alrighty, now Silostra herself has gotten pretty badly hurt, and if you guys have been watching the Skyline, also we've seen a few Urnon's Thunderbolts drop down from the enemy, from the Enchantress and the other Damsel, I guess. Let's just watch Alberic fall here, or at least that's the plan. Silostra's unfortunately kind of interfering with the use of our other units. The Damn Paladin and the Vampire Fleet Captain are having kind of a difficult time reaching. The enemy going to move around. Of course, because it was kind of an issue that I split, or rather, it was kind of an issue that I split the army in the sense that I had to control both, so it was just going back and forth between both locations, and sometimes things like this would happen where, you know, units like you two couldn't quite surround Alberic, so... You know, it was bound to happen when you're trying to fight in 2 places at once. Anyway, Alberic should be just about done for. Maybe Robert can help with that. A few more hits in there. Is he unbreakable? His leadership is dropping. No, he's not unbreakable. He's got 500 HP remaining. 1 more hit from somebody will finish him. Nice little duel here. I mean, there we go. Down he goes to Silostra's crab. But damn, about 20 to 25 maybe percent HP remaining on her. So he did very well considering he was being hit by at least Silostra, but also the others at the same time. And considering how tanky she is, pretty damn effective. Fortunately, the rest of this army, there's not much to see here. We're just going to move our heroes to kill the enemy damsel here as well. But otherwise, we shall turn to this portion of the battlefield, which is going to be a little bit more interesting. In the meantime, the Fate Enchantress is being attacked. Man, I can't believe it's been less than 2 minutes of this battle. Granted, most of it has been slowed down because it's such a quick battle. There was a lot happening and a lot to see, especially with all those casts. But fortunately, the enemy Legendary Lord is dead, or at least one of them is, and now it's just a matter of killing the other main Legendary Lord, who just keeps attacking with those AoE attacks and just keeps casting. We can see that several of our Morngul units are very badly hurt. Morngul Haunter, regular Mornguls, all are at about half HP or lower, so we do have to be very mindful of that. Ooh, another Urnon's Thunderbolt. Looks like it goes down here. There we go, nice. Hitting those Mornguls as well as some Sirens. Fortunately, this Paladin unit is just about out of the picture. whereas the Fey Enchantress, not so much. Still at about half HP and plenty of fight left. Over here in the middle of the trees, we have the Damned Knights Errant fighting the regular Knights Errant. I would think that the Damned Knights Errant, by virtue of being ethereal and fighting in the forest, should be superior because of their fighting in the forest, but I do want to point out that obviously the Knights Errant are buffed, whereas these Damned Knights Errant are not. They're just regular summoned units, but still, it does look like they're going to come out ahead on this. These guys are active, and oh, we're actually losing this, but I guess this was a hurt unit. But hey, keep fighting. You can do it. I somewhat believe in you. And if you can't, you'll just dissipate and it won't matter because you're a summoned unit anyway. Already speaking of summoned units, well, actually not speaking of summoned units, I don't know why I said that. I was gonna say we're about to summon something with the Vampire Fleet Captain, but I don't think he actually is. He's just going to trap these Knights of the Realm together with the Sirens and keep killing them. Over here, the rest of this army should be just about done for, minus this Grail Relic. These units are so freaking hilarious. I've always loved this unit. Yeah, there we go. This battle is just about over on this side. Looks like the enemy damsel is just about to get killed by the by our own damned paladin, and now it's a simple matter of destroying the rest of this army. It looks like the Fey Enchantress finally decides that she no longer wants to fight, being surrounded by a unit or two units of Mourngulls and all of the Mourngul Haunters. There we go. The goal here was obviously to kill the Fey Enchantress, but yeah, she definitely dished out a lot of damage. Look how hurt a bunch of our units are. We got Sirens who are badly damaged, and to be fair, the Paladins also did quite well. All of our Mourngulls really took a beating, and some of them came very close to dying, like this one, and same with one of the Mourngul Haunters, as we saw that was dueling a Paladin before. And the Sirens obviously took the magical damage, but hey, they still did well, I think, considering they did not have Silostra's support, nor support from the magical, well, the magical support from the Vampire Fleet Captain, like the Danse Macabre, but hey, we had to be here, obviously, to make use of that Wind of Death and that Vangeist Revenge. Although, to be fair, we did summon our knights and send them out this way. But anyway, the battle just like that is over. It may have been a more difficult one, and it was certainly a fun one, but it didn't take much longer than other battles that we fought in previous episodes with Silostra. Her army is very good, after all. Now, we are just going to try to chase down the Fey Enchantress. It's absolutely, well, I think critical that we actually kill her, and we should, I believe, be able to achieve that. Somebody's going to catch her. Come on. There we go, finally. Huh, it actually looked like the Sirens might have killed her. There we go. Well done, Mourngul Haunters. And well done, Sirens, and these Mourngulls who are actually still in full strength in terms of keeping all their models as well. There we go. But yeah, I'm just going to take a look at the damage on various of our units here, which is clearly there. Silostra's been healed up a few times by now. Oh, and the Grail Relic was still on the field. Lastly, I guess, brought down and pinched apart by the Rotting Leviathan. And there we go, a close victory, and I think that one is on point in the sense that it was a fairly close victory, and we could very well have lost some of our units. So an impressive little showing from the Bretonnians finally, doing something that the High Elves and the other and the enemy vampirates could not have achieved thus far, or have been unable to achieve thus far, I should say, which is actually damage Silostra's army. Well done. Let's see what the damage is. I'm pretty curious to see how much damage we dished out with Silostra specifically after that crazy Vangeist Revenge. There we go, finally a battle worthy of Silostra, and on top of that, a Vangeist Revenge. Nearly 1,100 kills on Silostra, most of that from that single epic cast with all that damage, plus helped a little bit with that Wind of Death. 28k damage on a non-overcast Wind of Death on top of the Vangeist Revenge. You gotta admit, pretty damn respectable, but well done, Silostra, and well done to this army. As I expected, the Fey Enchantress was pretty scary. 26,000 damage dished out herself, and nobody else really came even close. I feel like the entire damage of their entire army is less, probably considerably less, well, maybe not considerably, but definitely less than the, less than that dealt by the Fey Enchantress, so well done. We were right to be wary of her power. Alrighty, we're gonna assimilate the captives. Yeah, wow, actually a very limited amount of loot that we get from this. Well done. I was very happy with that battle, as we've been searching for some good battles, and we got to get revenge for our Skull Island having been stolen. On top of that, hey, whoa, boy, Seaman. Construction costs for all buildings. Wait, that doesn't. I assume that doesn't include shipbuildings, unfortunately. Whoa, Sartosan map right. Post-battle chance of stealing a magic item, yes. I'm willing to bet that this doesn't work on heroes and you need to actually put it on a lord. Just take that. I have no idea how we got that. Woo, we also got a casualty replenishment rate. That's actually very helpful for Silostra. And the melee attack when fighting at sea for the entire army. Oh, that's amazing for the Sirens in particular. Yes, we really needed that. That was some good pickups. We got to make sure that we kill the other lords, especially Alberic, our Bretonnian lords, with our other lords. Huh. Alrighty, wait, anyway, you, Silostra. Let's wait. No, not this. I wanted to have you pick up the. Where's that new thing? I forgot what it was called already. Sartosan map right. The post-battle chance of stealing a magic item. Take that for now. I'll just quickly make sure that these guys are all dead. Oh, in fact, I just want to double check here. Take off the pirate code and then destroy this army. Should be auto-resolvable. I mean, they all should be auto-resolvable at this point. Do that right there, and we will... Well, I guess we don't really need to heal up anymore. Could share the loot for another 5 turns, although our level 7 XP is almost there. And maybe one more time. And then kill off... Hey, whoa, we're getting more of these guys. Yes, and another one on Tim Suleiman. Actually, if anybody knows whether those work on heroes, do let me know, because I'm pretty sure they don't, but I could be very wrong on that one. And then auto-resolve here as well. There we go. Very Silostra heavy episode. We've had plenty of those, but it looks like we will be having more. Alright, once more, share the loot. I don't really care about the very minimal amount of... Yeah, now we're gaining these all over the place. Why? We gained one before we had the tech reduced, but we were never gaining them before. Interesting. Very interesting. In fact, maybe I'll take that off before we fight anybody else. Anyway, since that battle took ages, I am actually going to call this episode here. There's probably some administrative stuff to do. In fact, I really do want to take a close look at some of the followers now that we have extra followers and stuff. Yeah, but if anybody knows what exactly, whether that... get the name of the damn follower again. Sartosan map right. Whether these things work on heroes or not, because it would be ideal if they did. But it doesn't say for accompanying Lord or for Lord's army, so that makes me kind of wary that they don't actually work on heroes, but hey, maybe nobody knows. Anyway, yeah, as I said, gonna call it here, gonna take care of the points and distribution of the administrative stuff between the episodes. Next time, Silostra sails for either Albion or out to Norska for a lot of extra pirate coves. Noctilus continues sailing to Sartosa. Did I say Sartosa or Silostra? Whatever. Noctilus continues sailing to Sartosa, and he is very near here, so we might actually reach that next episode. And then finally, Luther Harkin continues dealing with the lizards, hopefully for only one last time, as I think he'll only have one army to fight left with regards to Nakai here at Spectazuma. So stay tuned for all that. So don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. Whatever else I usually say about likes and comments being good. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.